What's up, guys? My name's Chris. I'm an entrepreneur in Sarasota. This year, I'm sitting down with business owners to learn all about their journeys, their triumphs, their struggles, and everything they've learned along the way.
I mean, I'll learn, I'll do it, but I'm just trying to be current and trending, and if it TikTok's the way to...
This is Stir.
So we're here today with Shelly Renee at Monarch Murphy Beds in Sarasota. Shelly, tell us, who are you?
I am a mother of two. I am a wife. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister of one. And I'm getting ready to go into level 6 of my age group in a year and 2 months.
Level 6.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah. Kind of feels good.
Yeah.
I feel like
good.
I've arrived into settling into being full of wisdom and just, you know, the next generation of life where people should respect you because you're older.
Oh, come on. Not because you're older. Okay, I see
Well,
what you're saying.
I'm going to use it to my advantage.
Got all that wisdom. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Murphy Beds.
Yeah.
Monarch Murphy Beds. Mm-hmm. Where'd you get the idea and why did you choose to go into this business?
Okay, so I'll try to keep it short. I went through a divorce about, 9-10 years ago, and I was looking for a job opportunity, found one. I was trying to get into pharmaceuticals. The gentleman I met with for the interview said, hey, I have this little thing on the side. It's managing some Murphy Bed stores. So I took him up on the job. It was good. I enjoyed it, but I found out I really liked it. I didn't think it was going to be something that I would, like, who wants to sell Murphy Beds is what I thought. Furniture, retail, stuck on the weekends. Didn't want to do that. However, once I started to get to know these beds and the advantages they had, plus I love to decorate. My mom's an interior designer, so she has thrown all kinds of information in my head my whole life. I was able to marry these great ideas of small space, living, solving problems, beautiful furniture, and now I've been representing Murphy Beds for almost 9 years.
Wow.
So that's how it started. It was a fluke.
So tell me, or for anybody that like walked in and they say, okay, I've heard of Murphy Beds, but like, what's so great about a Murphy Bed? Like, talk to me about that.
So somebody said to me once, think about it as real estate in your house. If you have a bed that's taking up the majority of the real estate in a room, then what are you going to do with the rest of it? You have to think harder, you have to work smarter, and if you can get that bed out of the way, or maybe you didn't even need a bed in that room, imagine all the things you can do with space. So when somebody goes to build a home, buy a home, reconfigure a home, anytime we can add space and organization to that room, a Murphy Bed should be at the top of their thought process, because that's what takes up the most space is a bed in a room. So get that out of the way, and now you have this bigger, canvas to work with.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
As a female entrepreneur, right? Like, have you run into any particular struggles or hurdles?
Yes.
In your journeys?
Yeah. So when it comes to the gentlemen that will come into my showroom, they tend to challenge me. They want to know, how much do I know about the bed, the mechanism, the warranty? Do I know how to install it, take it apart? Okay, so I don't know everything about installation, but I know a lot about my beds and the integrity behind them and the safety behind them. So the challenges as a woman selling something that needs to be mounted to a wall, structurally sound, and safe for your family, that's where I tend to get challenged by some of my customers, but I welcome it, because I've been doing it for so long and I've taken it on as a passion to be able to give the answers that they not only need, but ones that I feel good about, and authentic, genuine answers, because it's a big piece of furniture, and my name's on this, so.
For sure, yeah, it's your name, your credibility, so yeah, definitely. Has there been any resources or advice that you've gotten along the way, particularly as a female entrepreneur, that has helped you?
So I would say the best pieces of advice are from the people that know me.
Okay.
Because when I get down or I feel the struggle, I'm going up that mountain trying to figure it out, it's from the people that know me, and they know that I'm not a quitter, and I'm very invested in my customers the same way I'm invested in friends, the same way I'm invested in family. So for me, it's the people around me that know me most. They're the ones that have kind of propelled me forward to say, you can do this, keep being yourself, and business will come when you do what you like. And that's just something I learned a long time ago.
Business will come when you do something
When you do something you like. Like the surfers that are making money and they're surfing. Like who would think you could make a living at that? Who would think you could make a living at selling Murphy beds? But here I am, and that's what I'm on the wave of the Murphy bed.
On the wave of the Murphy bed. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It'll catch on. Catch the wave.
Catch the Murphy bed wave.
Catch the Murphy bed wave.
Shelly, talk to me about, all your years in business, selling these Murphy beds. What's your proudest moment?
When I sold one in 15 minutes.
You sold one in 15 minutes?
Uh-huh.
How'd that go?
Yeah. So this was in my previous location, previous store, and I like to talk to people first on the phone because we're open by appointment. So when I talk to them on the phone, I say, hey, do me a favor, bring pictures of your room from different angles, bring the measurements of the room, because that way I can really narrow down out of this wide selection what's going to work best for you. Sometimes it takes 2 hours, depends on the person. But proudest moment is I told my husband, hey, I've got an appointment in the showroom, dashed off, customer shows up, I'm in there, we go over the review of what they're looking for, this, that, and the other thing, and I go right to 2 options. And I said, I think this or this, and here's why. Tell me what you think. They went back and forth, and they said, that's great. You did the work, and we like this one. And I said, cool, so ready to pull the trigger today? Now? I'll throw in a mattress if you want. And they said, let's do it. And so I had them credit card run, invoice printed. They left the showroom, and I went and I looked at my phone and I went, oh, that was 15 minutes. So that was really, I felt great about
Snappy.
that because I'm doing my job and I'm making it easy and fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what's important, making it fun.
Yeah.
Shelly, I understand, because I'm a follower, that you're on TikTok. Can you tell me about that?
Okay, so I'm new to TikTok.
Okay.
I'm a voyeur on TikTok just because there's so many great.
Voyeur, like
yeah.
okay.
All I do is watch a bunch of people and follow everything from music to recipes to just comedy.
Okay.
Like anything to break up the day. And my youngest daughter, who does marketing and video stuff, she said, Mom, you got to be on TikTok. And I said, oh, brother, can you do it? And she goes, I can do it for a while, but I'm going to teach you. So just recently, she's been challenging me to do 1 TikTok a week.
Okay.
And so the first one, I might as well have been singing karaoke for the first time on stage because my hand in my video was like this. and I sent it, and she said, post it, just post it. And I said, I look like I have some sort of a caffeine overload. And she said,
the camera's shaking?
The camera's shaking because I'm nervous. My voice is fine, but my hand was trembling. And she goes, you're fine, Mom, it's gonna get better. So the next one, a little bit more. But anyway, the third one, which I just did on Friday, because she texted me, I was in the showroom, she said, before you leave today, you better do a video. Okay, daughter, thank you, I'll do one. And I decided to post on just one particular bed. I did it, I was all proud of myself, it didn't feel shaky. And 2 hours later, I checked it and had over 2,000 views.
And that quick, 2,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, and go figure. And so then I'm trying to get a hold of her, and over the course of 2 hours later, now I've got about 6,000 views. And now people are asking questions about the beds and can we deliver here and do we install? And I was like thrilled because all I want to do is interact with my customers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I need to get a hold of my daughter because how do I interact and what do I say? And is it okay that I put my phone number or the address of the store and all those things? So I'm happy to report that as of last night, because sometimes I can't sleep, and I went back and I looked and I was only 33 people away from 10,000 views.
10,000 views. I bet you're there right now.
Well, and maybe, but I got 55 new followers.
Come on, from
one video, and there's about 12 of them out on our TikTok. So I'm super proud of all of those. She makes them all look so slick, and this was just me, blah blah, talking. But I mean, I'll learn, I'll do it. But I'm just trying to be current and trending, and if TikTok's the way to do it, and if 10,000 brings me one person, which one person was from Sarasota, Florida.
There you go.
Like, fingers crossed. We'll see if she comes
Well, that's
in.
wonderful. I'm glad you're trying it.
I'm trying
and you're having
it.
success with it.
Old dog,
as
new
well.
tricks. That's me. Old dog, new tricks.
So, young dog, new tricks. But I got you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Shelly, when somebody comes in, how do you work with them to figure out their style? And then also, like, in terms of you're not living in their home, so like, how do you figure out, like, how should the bed go? How should it be configured? What's the best direction? Style-wise, design-wise. Like, how do you figure that out and help a customer?
Good question. What I have learned is if I have somebody bring in pictures of their room or their space from different angles, and if they can just do very simple bird's eye view drawing, this wall's 10 feet, this one's 11. If there's any other furniture that needs to stay in the room, I'll be able to see that from the photos, but I get an idea of lighting, floor, paint. And then when they come in, it's all about me asking questions. I'm going to interview them. What's your budget? What's your style? What needs to stay in the room? How soon do you need this? Who's going to sleep there? Is there any other things you're going to do in that room?
Yeah.
So it's just a series, after doing this for almost 9 years, it's a series of questions so I can get to know what they need, what they envision. Sometimes they don't even know what they want.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So if I can ask the questions, then all that goes into my little computer brain as a Murphy Bed person, and I say, okay, and it all spits out an answer, and my goal is to give them 3 choices, because I can do that with the knowledge I have. 3 choices, and then I say, well, based on everything you've told me and your space and your budget, here's the 3 things I think will work best for you. And then we just tweak from there. But I want them to know that I listen, I care, and for me, I'm a problem solver, and I like to do puzzles, as you'll see in the showroom.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so it's just a puzzle for me to help my customer finish that last piece of that puzzle.
I love it. I love it. Shelly, what's one thing that people don't know about you?
Well, depends who you know and what they'll say.
I suppose that's true, yeah.
So, okay, so one thing that probably makes me ideal for Florida is I like snakes.
You like snakes?
I really like snakes, and I've owned 12 of them.
Oh my goodness.
And I currently have 2 in my household. They are pets. My largest snake was 8 feet. Her name was Beaver, and the look on.
8 feet?
Yeah, she was 8 feet and about the size of my leg. And I used to take her with me, like people put parrots on their shoulders. I used to take my snake with me different places. And I got rid of her when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, who's 33. So I haven't had her for a long time, obviously, and she's probably passed. But once I got through my divorce, my friend said, you need to get another snake. She said, that was something that was you. It was in your soul. And reptiles, and I think they're cool, and they don't scare me, but I like to change people's minds about snakes.
Yeah.
So I currently have another red-tailed boa, and she's about 7 feet long, and she's about 11 years old. Her name is Pandora.
Pandora.
She is in a box.
Yeah.
And I do let Pandora out of her box, but only when people want to meet or hold her, and she's about the size of my arm, so she's not as big as the other one, but that's the unique thing about me is I really enjoy snakes. I've turned my kids onto them. I've turned other friends onto them, and so the alligators here don't bother me.
They don't scare you.
They don't scare me.
There's another reptile.
No, but I won't keep them in a box in my house.
No, yeah, no, probably not. Probably not.
No.
Shelly, thanks so much for the time and having us here. We
my
appreciate
pleasure.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good.